Oh. I'm in. Okay, so the next question is, can you actually hear me? So the question, so the whole point of this was just to sort of just test that it works, that I can actually live stream. So I was trying to do it through my phone, but that wasn't working. So this is the plan of the setup. So you can see sort of the sponsors, but I just want to make sure that you can actually hear me okay, and that you can see me okay. So just let me know in the chat what you think the quality is of the sound, and also the quality of the video as well. Oh, perfect. Thanks, Bert. So 2 days to go. Less than 2 days to go. So in 2 days' time, I will almost be doing my first live stream, hopefully better. It's very clear that I need to sort of set it up a little bit early. So what I'll be doing is doing a live stream from the hotel where I am on that evening. So the first night is going to be in Den Haag. So the whole plan on Thursday is pretty exciting. I was thinking it's going to be a bit like a Forrest Gump thing, and no one's going to turn up to the first sort of 3 weeks, and it's only in the last week that it's getting the media attention. I'm now worried that it's actually going to be a bit like the other way around. It's going to start off as a Forrest Gump and end up being with no one, because on Thursday morning we've got a huge kickoff. So for the people that will be there on Thursday, it's going to be quite spectacular. So get there around 9 o'clock if you're coming, and at 9:15 the burgemeester, so the mayor of Haarlem, is actually going to be sending me off. So hopefully he's going to give me some nice words and say never come back again. So I'm not sure what he's going to do, but yeah, so he'll be there at 9:15. But we've also got some other people that are coming as well that I'm super excited about. So we've got DJ Flyon. So I can actually show you that one there. So that logo there, DJ Flyon, he's actually a sponsor of mine, and so he's going to be turning up with his bus and music as well. So I don't know how well that's going to go down, playing music at 9:30 in the morning, but it should be pretty fun. So he's going to be there. So Harry's going to be there, DJ Flyon, and we've also got Des, who some of you who have done Rotterdam Marathon or some other events, Egmond, if you look at my Egmond video, you'll see that I gave him a high five just after the start line. So Des Veerman, he is De Veerman on Instagram. He's one of the sort of the main compares that you see at the running event. So on Rotterdam Marathon, he's at the finish line, just saying congratulating people as they go over. So I'm super excited that he's going to be turning up, and we've got a few others as well. Couple of companies, couple of sponsors are going to be turning up as well. So it looks like it's going to be a bit of a huge kickoff, and then at 9:30 I will leave. Hopefully I will go the right way. Otherwise, for those that are there, you'll see me suddenly turn around and go back the other way along the Grote Markt. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that I do actually know where I'm going. I've got a few people filming me, so it's going to be a bit embarrassing. It's going to be, I go around the corner, then I stop, and I have to wait for them to catch me up so they can give me the camera. So it's going to be a little bit crazy, I think, but I'm just going to be winging it. I'm just really excited to start and to do this adventure that has been in the planning for such a long time. To give you an idea of where the whole journey started, it actually started years ago, before I ever thought that I would become a professional plogger. The idea was, so in 2021, I did my 10th anniversary as a plogger. So for those that were there, some of you I know on the feed were there, and at the 10th anniversary, and that was like a 100-kilometer continuous plog. And I think that's really where the seed got sown about doing these big events. So I sort of, after that, I looked at what else I could do, and there were a few sort of ultras that I could do. But I think I sort of had this dream that sort of emerged around that time after the success of the 100-kilometer plog. And that was, I really want to sort of just go around the whole border of the Netherlands. So that's really what I wanted to do. There was a friend of mine, Dan Strang, who you might know from Plogsack or Target Earth Foundation. So he did the coastline. And I was like thinking, I'd be really cool as a plogger for me to sort of go around the sort of actually sort of, where am I going to go? I'm going to go around here. So to actually sort of go all the way around the border. So that was the original intent, is to do the border of the Netherlands a little bit longer than I'm doing this time. But then I was like thinking, the problem with that is I'm not going to be seeing anyone. It's literally just going around the border, and it doesn't really have the impact I want. With the banana suit, I saw that it was so important for people to see me that I thought it was important to be seen as a result of that. So going around the border didn't really connect, but I thought I'd do it anyway if I ever become a professional blogger. And then I became a professional blogger, as some of you know, through losing my job. And then that was like, right, well, I better do it. And then it changed. Joris, who works at RunX, who's also sort of one of the sponsors there. So RunX, he was talking about a mountain biker that did the 12 capital cities of each province. So each province in the Netherlands, there are 12. They've all got a capital city. So that could be Haarlem. It could be so Maastricht, Groningen, Leeuwarden, Lelystad. So all of those, there's 12 of them. And he did that with a mountain bike. And I thought, well, why don't I just do that running? And so that's where the 12StedenPlog came. And then I was like figuring out how I can go there. And I realized I could actually go to all these other cities. Originally, it started off as the 12 cities, the capital cities. And I thought, I have to do Amsterdam, even though it's not one of the capital cities. I thought I should do that as well. And then it just built up. I should do Rotterdam. And then it just turned into what it is now, where I think most days I'm actually hitting a big city. So that's where the whole idea of the 12StedenPlog came from, and the fact that it was about to be, to be seen. And then I thought, I'll go and do all of these cities. So that's now what it's turned into. So it seems a bit of a disconnect now with the 12StedenPlog and the 12 city plog, because it's a lot more, but that's where it all came from. And after 6 months of being a professional blogger, it's here. In 2 days' time, I start, and I'm really nervous. I mean, am I going to do it? I really don't know. I'm so excited talking to people about them coming to see me in Groningen, or I was just chatting to someone just now about Den Bosch. They're going to see me in Den Bosch. And I was like thinking, okay, I better be there. I better make sure I'm there. I better make sure that I actually do this. There is really no plan B. It is, I have to do it all or I fail. So what I have to do is to go to every day. I have to complete, because if I don't, then it's not a case of I'll stay 2 days here because I'm feeling a bit sick. I have to go to the next city, because that's where I've got the hotel booked. I've got to carry on. I've got no chance to not carry on. So it only takes one day of not succeeding, and then the whole thing fails. Some people have asked, what do I do then? Well, what I'll do then is, just now there is technically a backup plan. I don't want to call it plan B, because I only want plan A. I want to do this and succeed in doing it. Doesn't matter how long it takes. But if it fails this year, then I will try again next year. So I will try one more time to see if I can do it. So that is the plan. Right, there's a question there. I can see it now. This is one of the other things, is I have to put my glasses on the age just to read the screen. Yeah, so yeah, the preparations have gone pretty well. The biggest, so Bert was asking, am I feeling good for the start? So I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. The good thing is the hotels took so much time to plan. It really was crazy how much time they consumed, and it meant I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't get more sponsors. I couldn't do all the things I wanted to do. And so I'm now at a point where I've not had a chance to panic, because I've got a huge long list of things I need to do. So you can actually see, so there is the buggy. And so what I now need to do is I need to sort of get all the sponsors sort of showing up on there. So that's the next step. So I've got it all blacked out. I've got my the buggy's looking good, but right up to the last day. The last day is when I'm actually going to get all that printed out and put on there. So that shows you sort of how far behind I am in terms of things. So the good thing is that the hotels just took so much time. I've not had a chance to panic or relax. So my body battery is now at 20%. So that's not good. So as always, I'll start probably on 60% body battery according to my Garmin. What will happen is hopefully you can see. One thing to let me know is, can you actually see that clearly? Can you see all the sponsors? So what's going to happen up here is where it says don't forget to subscribe, is I'll put there the hotel I'm staying in, just give them a bit of a plug, because it is kind of amazing that the nearly 30 hotels have said yes, you can stay at our place for the night for free. So I really want to give them a huge shout out. So the live streams, when I go live, will be me talking about how the day went. It will be talking about how tomorrow will look, the next day will look, but it'll also be celebrating the hotel. And I'm hoping to have some really nice sort of backdrops where you can see some of these hotels are amazing. I'm staying in a campsite that is incredible in Hellevoetsluis, or however I say that. So yeah, there's some really exciting places I'm staying, and they're just as enthusiastic as me about staying there as well. Thanks, Norbert. Yes, yeah, I hope I will make it, especially considering I'll be seeing you on in the middle of the adventure. I think the biggest fear I've got in terms of the future, and I'll be talking more on that in the live streams as it gets closer. The good thing is there are 3 days that are full-on ultras, that they are 65 kilometers. So those are the days I'm scared about. So I think I've put so much, they have just brought so much fear to me, that it means that I've not had a chance to think about a marathon. It actually feels like those are so sort of in my head that I'm thinking, oh, this is an easy day. This is just a marathon. Oh, look, the first half is just basically marathons. I'll probably do around 45, 46 kilometers each day, I'm guessing, which means it'll take it up to that 1500 that I'm thinking for the total for the month. But I think it's going to be around that. And I'm kind of so stressed about the 65 kilometer days, the 3 of them, that it means that those marathon days are just feeling like they're sort of short days, which is a bit crazy, but we'll see how it goes. Dick, oh wow, do I have my so this is so cool, Dick, thank you so much for joining. So Dick Veerman, who's on the call, he's a dear friend. That when I first moved here, or when we moved here to the Netherlands, I worked at a private bank called Insinger, and I was working with him for years, and such a great guy, who I remember all these years we were talking about him doing the Vierdaagse and sort of the training for it. Dick, I'm going to be doing 31 marathons in a row. Oh my God. Oh. but he kind of knows sort of the craziness that I can come up with. So he knows that I've sort of used to sort of run into work, because the reason why we moved here where we are now in Haarlem is because it was a nice cycle distance to work in Amsterdam. So I used to do that all the time, and one day a week I would often sort of run into work. So Dick very, very good. Just knows the crazy stuff. I'm glad you got confidence in me. Are there any other questions? Let's see. Yeah, Kirsten, I'm so excited about sort of seeing you guys. So yeah, it's the time is really sort of approaching now, and I think I think for me, if I can get the first one of those 65 days, which I think is in Nijmegen, so it's around that sort of the one that the two people on the stream at the moment, so Norbert and Kirsten, they're going to be joining me for that long one, and that is a bit of a crazy day. So I think if I can sort of survive that, then I will feel a lot more confident about it. So I think I won't really have that confidence I can do it until after the first one, which is at the halfway point. Yeah, so yeah, so Nijmegen, Arnhem, Apeldoorn, those are all the big ones, and Ada, which I'm really excited about. So super excited about that. I think if I waffled on, see, the trouble is I talk, 15 minutes. Oh, that's yeah, but then it was like 20 minutes to oh no, we're at sort of halfway point. So the idea that I want to do is these to take about half an hour in total, and then we're just sort of close down. I'll open up to people on the call. So if there are people that are watching, please subscribe and just let me, and then just ask questions, and then I can answer them on the day. I've got a really exciting first day. So a little bit about the first day. So I talked about leaving, but then what I'm doing is I'm going to Leyden, and then in Leyden I'm doing a cleanup. I think it's 2 until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So a lot of these cleanups will be 1 hour long. They'll just be walking with disco music like I normally do. Bring your own bags, bring your own gloves. But I think we've got a few people showing up to Leyden as well for that first cleanup, which I'm really excited about. Even had someone from the press talked about maybe meeting me along the route. So it's starting to come together. So yeah, the next time I do this live stream will be in Den Haag. It'll be in a different town, different city, hopefully feeling as fresh as I do look now, and thinking, let's do this. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you to all of these sponsors. So what you see is all the sponsors here that, so the top half are all the ones that are sort of paying. So these are all paying. These ones are sort of providing gear, etc., or just really sort of helping out. So I'm so eternally grateful to them that I can do this and really try and make an impact and try and do something crazy and inspire people. I'm not doing it, and I'll be saying this every time. The only thing I want people to do is to pick up one piece of trash. I don't want them to give me money. I don't want them to give money to a charity. They've got their own charities that they care about, that you care about. Continue giving that money to your charities. Don't give it to the one that I care about. All I want you to do is just go outside, pick up a piece of trash, and then just say, yeah, this is for the idiot that's in a banana suit running around the country. And then hopefully that plants a seed in people's minds to make a bigger change. And hopefully you can share the stories, share the adventure I'm doing with people. Hopefully they can sort of join in, and we make 18 million people in this country pick up one piece of trash. 18 million seeds planted that are hopefully turning into a forest of hope. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. You'll be able to play this back, and let's see if that works. I'm going to try and close this down now. See some of you on Thursday. See some of you on Thursday evening in the live stream. Thank you very much. Oh, who's that? You just missed it. Oh, dang, just missed it. Yeah, you just missed it. You have to tune in. You're just going to have to tune in on Thursday. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to gracefully close this down. So I'll just keep on chatting until I hit the end stream button, and then no one will notice the smooth end. Take care. My name is Paul. This is my way of life. Oh,